workable. So, guys, we'll talk to you about doing a follow-up. Okay. So now, first of all, so if you are brand new to PV, so okay, sometimes you might start realizing that follow-ups are very, very important. Okay. If you're like me, actually, I got like first couple startups in the beginning of business without a follow-up. I remember asking Craig, why do you do this thing called follow-up? You just sign them up at the plan. Okay. I saw like 5-6 people at the plan. It's like, follow-ups. You don't have to do that. Okay. Then so realizing that not everybody signed up at the plan. Okay. So guys, understanding how the follow-up works is very, very important. Okay. I mean, Brendan mentioned it already. Okay. If you show the plan, if you're not booking a follow-up, you just did a nice presentation. Okay. You didn't really show the plan because you didn't get things accomplished. Okay. So the thing is, booking a proper follow-up, the first timeline, you gotta be within about 1 to 2 days, maybe maximum 3 days. Okay. They're like, oh yeah, come back, next month and we'll talk more about it. Okay. Please don't forget about how to spell Amway after that. Okay. So you gotta make sure you book in the timelines within 1 to 2 days. Okay. From the plan, how I do that? After I show the plan, you say, hey John, everything makes sense, right? Okay, everything makes sense. Great. I haven't showed the website. I haven't walked you through any details of conversation. You haven't tried the products, and you haven't met my team. Okay, what I just did was just give you a kind of basic understanding how things work. So it makes sense that we need to get together the next 1 or 2 days. I'll answer your questions, we'll talk more about it. Very, very simple, right? Now, after the open meeting, what do? Don't start chasing down your favorite cross line and asking about a board game, okay? No. Go find your friend that you invited first, okay? Book the follow-up first. So go find the person, say, hey, how do you like this meeting? And now your head, it's awesome, right? Right. Say no to that, right? Pretty hard. It looks awesome, right? Great. Great, let's take it again. Let's answer your questions. The same thing, right? So book those follow-ups, okay? Now, here's the thing. If you book a follow-up and the follow-up got canceled, okay, which happens to a lot of new people, if you're 600 to 1,000, if you are booking follow-ups, most likely it will happen to you a couple of times. I think I've seen that happen to everybody. Okay, even Craig got follow-up cancels. Okay, see the things understand what you can do to fix. Okay, the number one thing is that you gotta be in proper constant with your uplines. Because many times you may not see what happens, like you can't really smell your own breath, right? But your upline will know that, maybe you need to do some blister shots, okay? If you have bad breath, you'll lose a hearing, right? So understand that you may not know exactly what's going on, but your upline may know exactly what you need to change. Maybe you are too aggressive. Maybe you're too laid back. Okay, whatever it is, number one thing is being constant. There's no one pill that fits everything. Okay, so constant is very important. Okay. Then figure out this either one of the three things. Number one is maybe something you're doing is maybe not proper. The dress code maybe. If you're showing on flip-flops and shorts and t-shirt with 2 holes and 20 earrings, right? Maybe that guy's not serious about your business, right? Or maybe because maybe that person's not right. You need to discuss your upline. Maybe you need to find people actually looking. Okay, not to have nothing to do so you come see the plan. Okay, or maybe the process you're doing it is not right. Maybe you are trying to take 2 hours to convince them and show them, every single turtle that the diamonds has, and convince them the business. Okay, so whatever it is, you gotta figure out by constant with your upline, so they would know exactly what you need to change. Okay, so please don't go through 5-6 follow-ups and nobody signed up, and then talk to your upline a week later. So, oh, Rashmi, by the way, yeah, I did 10 follow-ups last week, nobody got started. Because by the time, you probably don't even remember what you did. Okay, so what I did was immediately after the follow-up, I said, hey, Craig, you know what? Do you have a quick second? Hey, can I run you through real quick what I did? Hey, here's what I said, and here's what he said, and I didn't like it, so I kicked him. Okay, and he ran away. Right? What do you think, Craig? It may sound ridiculous, but there's sometimes you might say, oh, well, this is how I did it, but maybe that's not the way that works. Okay, so figure out what you need to change. Okay. Now the last thing is it could be just a number game. I've gone through 20, 30 plans with no startups. Okay, everybody run away. Okay, it happens, right? So sometimes you gotta have a bigger pool of numbers to figure out if you are even doing anything wrong. Because you can be doing everything right, but just because you have a bad month, it could happen, right? So please don't call Craig and say, hey Craig, man, you won't believe what happened. I showed 2 plans last month and both said no. What did I do wrong? Right? Nothing. Show more flights. Okay, you'll be fine, right? So understand there's also a number game as well. Understand that. Okay. Next one, real quick stuff: the process of doing the follow-up. Okay. Now, please make sure you check your uplines the way how they do it. I'll tell you the way how I do the follow-up, but you want to make sure you do your uplines way. because both works. You don't want to have too many options as well. Sometimes you get too many options, you're confused, you don't know, oh, what do I do? Try A or B or C because they all work. Okay, so find a way that your upline do and just copy them. But here's the process, okay? So first of all, when I sit down with somebody, the number one thing I do is just start chit-chatting with the person. Say, hey, Steve, how's it going? How's the week? How did you meeting last night? What do you do? Or do you watch the game? You just talk to them just like a regular person. Don't be weird, okay? Don't sit down like, hey, sign up, right? Sign up, right? No, please be normal, okay? Say, hey, how's it going? See, he doesn't know you're going pro, okay? He doesn't care you're going pro. He's thinking about the dinner tomorrow, okay? So be normal, just chat with them. Okay, now by doing that, you find out if the person is actually too ready to move on. Because sometimes if you sit down with somebody, you get a vibe right away, right? Because if you've done a couple of plans, you realize you got a vibe like they're like, or they're all like nervous, they don't want to really want to talk, they can't even look you in the eyes. Now, most likely, you know that you need to probably handle some objections. If somebody come back, they're all excited, say, oh yeah, it's been going good, have a good week. They're all natural. You know what? Chances are, 98% of the time, they'll come back to another meeting or sign up, actually. Okay, so understand you're going to get a buy first, okay? So that prepares me to what to do next. After realizing he's ready or he's going to be more anxious, okay? Now, what I go through is tell them, hey, John, what we'll do today is, first of all, I'm going to show you the website. And also write down all your questions so they know, what you want to know more about. It's just about, what you want to know more about. Because I know the business medium is pretty short, it's pretty brief. I know you got a lot of jokes out of it, but I don't know how much you got out of the business. Okay, so why don't you tell me about your questions? And I pull out a piece of paper and start writing things down. I don't really go into answer the question right away. So write down everything. So, Hugh, I don't really know how numbers work. So what is this PV thing? Okay, PV, great. Anything else? Well, actually, my brother tried this, it didn't work for him. Okay, write down. Right. Everything, whatever he said, write down. Don't get nervous. So, oh, my brother tried Amway, it doesn't work. Yeah, it does, okay? Now, don't start arguing with it, okay? Just relax. Okay, you don't think Amway works? Sure, okay, write down. Seriously, okay, sure, you don't think it works? Okay, no problem. Let me write down here. Anything else? Okay. See, the thing is, they were expecting you to be nervous if they told you, they think it's a good, excuse, really, it's an excuse, but they think it's a good reason, right? So they expect you to be nervous or anxious. Should be chill and write everything down, okay? And ask anything else. Okay, now, so if you normally they don't have much very hard questions, go through all the questions. Learn how to answer basic questions. It's only about maybe 5, 6, right? Does the Amway work? Can I do it? I heard some friend did before. The products, the compensation, can I make it? Maybe 5, 6 questions is a very great document in the Amway website. It's called the tough questions. Go through those, and most likely you're going to have the format, the common questions, the common objections. Learn how to answer the questions. Okay. Now, and then you basically go through the website. Very simple. Show them the website, the products, the partner source. Show them all the stuff. Okay. And then the thing is, if something is pretty positive, what I will do is now I'll invite them back for the next either open or pace meeting, pretty much. Okay. And I'll make sure that I bulletproof them. They're pretty excited about it. The chances are sometimes you start talking to people. Now you cannot control it, but you just want to they are not getting surprises. That's all I try to accomplish. I can't really control them. People still go talking to people, but I want to make sure if they do talk, they're not surprised. Like, oh, Hugh, I thought everybody was signing up right away after talking to them. Okay, I want to make sure they're not surprised. Hey, John, just so you know, not everybody, see the business, understand it. And I'll tell them, hey, the biggest reason could be timing. They're just not looking for businesses. They're not thinking about it, right? They don't join the business not because Amway is not good. It's because they may not be looking for opportunity yet, right? You could be the best chef and often the best whoever. They're not hungry to turn you down. But it doesn't mean that what you have to offer is not good. It's because they're not ready to see business. I'll tell them, hey, some people join a business, but they never do anything. Just like your buddy who got signed up in the gym and never showed up, right? He still looks like what he looks like right now, right? It's not the gym's fault. He didn't do the work. So understand the different things. And hey, I show to a lot of students, hey, your parents may not agree, not because the business, but they are worried about you if you're going to fund your school. Okay, so they're not worried about business. They're just worried about, hey, if you're going to join the business, are you going to be taking time out of school to do business? So understand all those things, okay? But I would recommend you not talk to your friends yet, because I will show you the proper way of doing it. But if you do talk to them, make sure that let me help you with the process. Okay, so that's kind of how you basically do the follow-ups, okay? And then here's the thing, guys. If you get a lot of maybes, either in the plan or follow-up, okay, See guys, here's what we're looking for. Okay, I'm running out of time, but real quick, I'll be done. Okay, I'm looking for a yes or a no. Sure, I'm excited. I'll get more information. Great. Oh, now I don't really want to do it. That's fine. Okay. Yes and no are both good. What I don't want is, I'll get back to you. I'll let you know, right? I'll call you back in 10 years and I'll let you know my decision, right? See, if you get maybes, understand, are they giving you they actually have a legitimate, reason, they have an objection, or they just don't know how to say no to you. Because you run into people that's too nice to say no to you. If you start chasing the people around for like 10 more coffee in Starbucks, okay, and it's not even for our products, okay, you're wasting your time. If you say no, so if they say no, maybe, what I'll do is, okay, John, sure, okay, you want to think about it? Perfect. I would love you to think about it. I would love to give you more information. I want you to do that. And here's the best way to get information. Why don't you come be my team? And then we'll show you more stuff. I was okay, hey, now right now, what's the biggest concern that you have? I just want to understand them. Okay, so why don't you come to maybe to open this Monday night? You can meet some more people. You can see a bit more. They go, oh, well, I'm not sure if I can make it. So why not? So well, I just I have things might come up. Okay. See, now what it tells you is if you don't really have anything in the schedule, you just can't make it. What it really saying is always, not interested. So what I'll do, I'll take a step back. Say, hey, John, you know what? Just so you know, it is not for you. Just tell me right now. It's okay. It's not for my feelings. Okay. We're looking for people who are serious. If you're not really interested in getting more information, I don't want to waste your time, my time. But if you want to know more about it, why don't you come to an event and meet some people? Okay, so guys, we're done. That's a follow-up. Make sure you follow your upline's formats. Okay, they have a way of doing it. Make sure you check with them how to go on follow to get started. Have them meet the team, everything. Okay, so guys, I want to bring out the next mega sapphires and call Robotaxis. Bring them up.